Nashu, I don't even know how you're doing it, but you're getting eraser marks all over the floor using a pen and quill. That shouldn't be possible. How is that working? Anyways, we got more Hildibrand. All right. Starting with the second major overall thing for this. Lunar Conspiracy. Nashu Makaraka awaits your approach like a butterfly poised to set off a hurricane. Oh, they're referencing that now, are they?
Jake, I have a new lead, and just as I promised, you're the first to know. Before we get into the details, though, I should give you back your soul container. I give it a good scrub first, of course. Being the gentleman that he is, I'm sure the inspector wouldn't want to leave any lingering spiritual odors.
Thanks, I guess.
There. Now you can listen to my findings without having distracting thoughts like, when is Nashu going to give me back my soul container? Now, as for the lead I mentioned, I was thumbing through a periodical and found an article on alien abduction. The way it was described was almost exactly what happened to the inspector. It even had a little diagram of a man swimming in midair. Anyway, the author seemed convinced that the victim had been taken to the moon.
This crackpot theory sounds awfully familiar, or why does this sound like the kind of rubbish that Thavnarian Truth publishes? Why does it sound like the second thing there?
That's because it is! You remember Dorian, the editor in Briefs? He was the one who wrote it. And he plans on doing research for the next edition on the moon itself. Apparently, there's a portal or something in Garlemald that will take you straight there. Oh, but a world-hopping adventurer like you must have been to the moon already. Know it like the back of your hand, I bet.
Nod.
I thought so. It'd be nice to have an expert guide up there to help me search for clues. What say you?
To the moon, Nashu! Or, we shouldn't be so quick to trust the nonsensical ramblings of a man who sees aliens in every shadow. To the moon!
Right, I'll start packing my bags. I don't know what the weather is like on the moon, but I remember Garlemald being a bit chilly the last time I was there.
Smart thinking, kid. All right, straight to Camp Broken Glass. And for those of you who have not actually finished through all of Endwalker, why are you watching the series? This is going to spoil a lot for Endwalker. All right, should be this way.
Oh, it's much colder than I remembered. I sure hope this lunar gate is close.
It's like a 20-yalm hike, or 20-malm hike.
The Tower of Babel? You mean that big spiky spire? Well, we definitely shouldn't get lost on the way there. Let's get moving.
I am Garlemald's music. All right, yep, that is big old nasty tower there. So yeah, Garlemald, this was a place that, you know, is where the enemy was at the entire time. And then in Endwalker, we came here and took care of the enemy because there was an even bigger enemy we had to take care of. It was wild. But yeah, on a nice, somber, slow journey over there. I sincerely hope there's a trial with this one. Because A Realm Reborn's Hildibrand quest went on for too long. There were 3 trials in there. One of those trials is really difficult to describe in a very quick manner before it starts. It's the Ultros and Typhon fight. That one is just wild. But most people pass it first time through because most people have at least 1 or 2 abilities to keep them from being pushed off the stage. But yeah. Heaven's Word only being cutscenes kind of stank. Stormblood having the moment of the trial against Yojimbo was amazing. That trial is really fun. I hope this one does eventually, probably in the last major expansion, kind of like Stormblood was. I think that's like the best compromise between wanting a lot of content and just wanting a quick funny joke. Nashu. So this thing will send us up to the moon just like that. Courage, Nashu. The world is in grave danger, and the people deserve to know. I have to reach the moon so I can expose the truth. Gee, I wonder who that is. As I have explained to you twice already, I can only allow passage to authorized travelers, which you are not. Ah, you're with them, aren't you? The aliens have infiltrated every layer of our society. What blazes are you talking about? I'm Dalmascan, born and raised. Oh, look, it's Dorian, the editor in briefs. That's Delian, editor-in-chief, thank you very much. And you are friends of the abducted, I believe. Jakes, greetings. Are you acquainted with this man by any chance? He exposited in my direction once, and no, nor am I affiliated with him in any way, shape, or form. He exposited in my direction once. And that was enough, I'd wager. He has trouble written all over him. Jake, as in Jake Oliver, slayer of gods, savior of Ishgar, liberator of the provinces, stealer of pants. They reference that again. How did I fail to recognize such an unbelievably famous individual? As a champion of the people, you have a duty to lead us through this fact-strangling checkpoint. We cannot let your comrade's abduction go unsolved. He needs you, and the world needs my next article. Can he pass, please? And you believe he was taken to the moon? Well, that certainly sounds like an emergency to me. Your acquaintance here seems sincere in his desire to help, so I will grant him special dispensation to accompany you just this once. You may proceed to the Nether Gate. Mysterious forces has thrust us together, and though I trust the fates about as much as I trust that obviously compromised gate guard, I will leave no moonstone unturned. The truth is up there. Oh dear. Teleporter warping noises. Alright, let's take a moment just to look at this view. You know, let's get everyone out of the camera here. This view is amazing when the first time you see it. And even then, still, it is really good. Even if the weather's moon dust right now. But yeah. Wow, that... Oh, someone's having the fight over there. Good luck! Delian! Is this it? Are we here? Yeah, Nashu. Ooh, the moon is just as white and shiny up close. But not made of cheese. And no sign of Inspector Hildibrand either. So, we've arrived. We've already arrived? The Empire's technology is more advanced than I feared. I mean, it's really not the Empire, but... Over there! The aliens have built some kind of forward base on the lunar surface. We must sneak in and blow the lid on their invasion plans. Calm down, will you? Looks like Dorian has a lead. Come on, we should follow him. Okay. How in the world am I going to explain this guy everything that happened at Endwalker? Oh, dear. Aliens! Honest to God, aliens! I never expected them to be so tall, or so small and bunny-like. Welcome. If I had known I was receiving so many visitors, I would have sent for more tea. That voice speaking inside my mind. I don't know the words, but their meaning is clear. Are they wielding psychic powers to try and brainwash me?
You all right there, friend? Need help with anything in particular?
And this one speaks our tongue fluently. Learned it from your Charlian collaborators, I'll wager. Don't think you'll fool me, what with your adorable bunny nose and silken ears. I'll print the truth before you arrive to beguile my fellow men.
You're one of Angers' friends, aren't you? I'm not sure who or what put such odd ideas into your companion's head, but would you mind setting him straight for me?
I'm trying to do a Loperate voice, but man. Alright, the Loperates are not alien invaders, although their adorableness does belie their capacity for shenanigans. Or, the Loperates are allies of all mankind, misguided attempts to make us live off carrots alone notwithstanding. Yeah, that one! They got to you, didn't they? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I've heard the rumors about the disbanded Scions of the Seventh Dawn. The formerly secret society has in truth become all the more secret that it may pull our leaders' strings from the shadows.
Hold it right there, mister. I won't stand here and listen to you slander Jake or this lovely bunny any longer. You better not libel them neither. We actually came in search of Inspector Hildibrand, a dashing gentleman who we think was brought here by a shiny flying saucer. You wouldn't happen to have seen either of them around here, would you? I am afraid I have seen neither. Long was it my duty to keep watch, but as the need for constant vigilance has since ended, I have grown accustomed to idleness. It's rather refreshing, really. Anyway, perhaps the Loporits may have observed this man or his abductor? I feel like I would have remembered if I had. The others might have seen something, though. Why don't I take you over to Bestway's burrow, and you can ask them about it yourself? That sounds like a wonderful idea. Please lead the way. If nothing else, getting an eyeful of the facilities we built for the benefit of mankind should help reassure your suspicious friend there.
Gotta wait for the walking animation to follow its path, right? It is an MMO, I get it. Developing games at this large a scale is not an easy task. And we're here! Wow, I thought I had to warp all the way. Alright. You holding up there, Delian? Good gods. Yeah, this is a lot to take in. Laconic Loporant.
I knew it! Seeing the burrow in all its magnificence has left your friend speechless.
Alright, Nashu?
So many bunnies!
If they can build a forward base on this scale, then what hope does mankind have against them?
Oh, for the love of carrots, this is not a military operation! Do you see any cannons or assault craft? We haven't any weaponry at all. Take your time and chat with whomever you like. As for me, I've got perfectly innocuous and not at all nefarious things to do. Bye now!
That's real suspicious.
Right then, let's get on with the investigation.
Nashu and Delian are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. How many... Okay, we have... Checking to make sure there's only the one here. Alright, looks like it's only this one here. They each have something to say here. So Nashu, discuss the Aetherite.
Look, they even have an Aetherite here.
Delian, discuss the Aetherite. An Aetherite? A convenient tool for meeting with their Shallian co-conspirators, no doubt. Oh, they'll tell you Aetherites were an elegant invention, but it was really just one of many alien technological secrets received in exchange for their undying loyalty. Link pearls, too. Be careful what you say on those private calls. The Sharlians are always listening. Piano music here is so good. We have a languid Loporant way over here. Anything else in this small area? Nope. Double checking my map. Alright.
Oh, I often stretch my legs out there under the stars, but can't say I've noticed anything out of the ordinary. Sorry. Not to worry. We'll try our luck elsewhere. Thank you.
Furry-faced liars, the lot of them. They're probably hiding an entire fleet of alien attack craft. You're just always going to be like this, aren't you, buddy? Okay. We still have this one spot that's up here. Good. NPC companions that actually keep up with you when you sprint. More video games need to do this. Alright, next spot. Discuss the machinery beneath the floor.
Core, that's a big fan. It must get hot in here.
Delian? What do you think?
A propulsion engine? Of course. This is no mere moon.
Really? You know the satellite upon which we stand was never a natural celestial body, right? It was a grand fabrication of the ancients. They were in contact with aliens even back then, but the purpose of their ambitious construction has eluded us until now. It's obvious that the moon is a colossal star-faring vessel. I mean, he's mostly right. Gotta give him that. We have Splitting Way and... Oh, hey, look, we have a Loporant promoter. What are you doing?
Oh, ever since we built the Excitatron 6000, we get all kinds of people around here. Could you describe your missing friend in a bit more detail?
Well, he's very gentlemanly and dapper, if you look past the almost certainly tattered state of his clothing.
Though their fashion sense can be a bit eclectic, our visiting adventurers are always dressed impeccably. Not to be rude, but I have a feeling your friend would have stood out in that crowd.
He's probably strapped to a table somewhere, even as we speak, enduring unspeakable experiments. From what I've pieced together so far, the giant alien is the master, and all these smaller Xeno bunnies are artificial life forms created to serve as minions in his army. Their harmless appearance is part of their strategy. As soon as you let your guard down, snap! They take you down like a pack of tiny herbivorous wolves.
Dorian has some interesting theories, doesn't he? Being nibbled to death by a mob of cuddly bunnies doesn't sound like a bad way to go.
Oh, Nashu. Alright, looks like... Checking the map, there is no secondary dialogue. Okay, fair enough. Hell's into the metal, baby. Alright. Weaving way. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is the one that does clothes. What have you done to Inspector Hildibrand?
No gentleman in ragged clothes, I'm afraid, but I did spot an object in flight that I couldn't immediately identify. It was while I was out gathering materials in the south of Mare Lamentorum. I presume it was just some elegant relic or new species of floating jellyfish, and didn't think too much of it.
Can someone keep an eye on him? Oh, no.
Core, now that sounds promising. Thank you for your time.
Uh-oh. What's this, then? A pod for growing new Xenobunnies? They must plan to produce them in the millions and overwhelm us with sheer fuzzy numbers. How could I have been so blind? Those aren't ears, they're psychic wave generators. They lure people close with their precious little faces and then BAM! Brainwashed. I've figured it all out, alien scum, and once the world reads my special edition, your dreams of domination will be done for. Ha!
What a strange and oddly aggravating man. Is he a friend of yours too? He thinks he's a friend of the people, but I don't think any people are his friends. Right, let's get out there and find that flying object. Do you know which direction is south?
Nod. This way. Follow me according to the map. Wait, I'm coming with you. Don't leave me alone with the brainwashing Xenobunnies. Although, to be fair, how would you tell the north and south if you don't really have a magnetic pole, right? I don't know if the moon here has a magnetic pole, and if the moon in real life has a magnetic pole, how would you... Oh, no. I am not going to start thinking about that too hard. No, that'll just make my brain hurt. Stop with the physics. Stop with the physics. You do not need to... Although I'm sure it would... I mean, at that point, it would just be figuring out which way the planet turns. And then from there, because looking from the top, the world spins around counterclockwise, you would use that to orient yourself north and south. There, okay. I solved the problem. If that made sense, I hope it did. Chill music on the moon. Nothing of importance happened here. Nothing at all. Wait, is this... Oh, no, this... I was like, is this right outside the area I was just at? But nope, it is somewhere over in a cave system. Hang on, where is this? It tells me to go up. It should be this way. It's over... Ah, here we go. Vantage point. Search for the alien craft from the vantage point. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Okay, we're doing this again. Introduced in Stormblood, and then... Nashu Marak. I'm going to try and collect all the wrong answers. Nashu is romping around with Argos, already forgetting why she was out here. Good boy. Good dog. We have... Delian. Delian is searching high and low for any sign of alien vessels, like a true professional. Professional, not professional. This isn't Splatoon. Alright, wait! It's literally that over there! Let me move! Fine. Anything else? It's right there. Oh! Speaking of Lalafels! Yeah! Ah, there it is! And there it goes. Come on, we can't let it get away. Nod. What about the Lalafell who's carrying? We're just ignoring that? Okay. Sure. Oh, further cutscenes. We did it, Jake. We found the inspector. Case closed. Horrendous. Only aliens could subject a man to such a callous and physically implausible fate. Oh! What? Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or do you see a whole field of planted Hildibrands? This is not going to end well. Yay, yay!
Well, well, what a delightful surprise to see you here, wherever here happens to be.
Oh no.
My, what an impressive specimen of a gentleman you are, good sir.
Said by Hildibrand? ... question mark.
The same could be said of you, my good man.
Oh no, there's more than one Hildibrand. This is gonna be a disaster.
Is this an
Okay. Extemporaneous. Okay.
Is this an extemporaneous gentleman's club, if I may be so bold as to join you?
Oh no. Eorzea could barely handle one. We now have over a dozen. What in the name of the occult is happening here? Where did they all come from? They're phantom Hildibrands created by the refraction of starlight through swamp gas, and could it be they're Hildibrand clones grown in an alien laboratory's flesh vats? I'm gonna say neither of these are gonna be correct, but I gotta go with the first one. It's imposters, you mean? Don't worry, I know just how to find the real inspector. Bombs? Bombs.
Cease and desist, Nashu. Use your powers of production, not destruction.
They're all so authentic and synchronized. I honestly can't tell the difference.
Well, look no further, for I am the one and only Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. The one and only? I believe that would be me, good sir. How odd. I think you will find that I am the original Hildibrand. Oh, I am more than certain that I am Hildibrand. As am I.
I love just how slightly more unhinged the Hildibrand ... question marks just gets through all of this.
Could it be that we are all Hildibrand?
1, 2, 3. Oh, I tried counting, but it was too quick.
How positively marvelous! I propose we celebrate this auspicious moment as only a mob of Mandeville men can.
Okay, there's 5 and 6. I think there's at least a dozen. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4, 3, and 4. That's 11. manner of waking nightmare is this? Trust me, buddy, you get used to this. Nashu's having fun. Uh-oh. Well. Hey, little dude. Oof.
Apologies for the confusion, my friends. I assure you that this time you stand in the presence of the intimidable Hildibrand Helidor Maximilian Manderville. And this diminutive blue chap here is my new associate, Master Poo Poo.
Who, by the way, is one of Square Enix's oldest properties. It's not a Pikmin. It's actually a thing that Square Enix did way back in the day. Hey!
Another alien species!
Of course, you're building a clone army to invade our star, and what we stumbled upon was a field test.
I do not believe we've had the pleasure, my excitable fellow, but I promise you that the amicable Master Poo Poo has no desire to wage any clone wars.
This is like the second Star Wars reference. Then, what's this all about? Are you telling me you weren't abducted?
A simple misunderstanding.
Oh, hang on. 1 second. Got a headache.
Ho ho ho, what a charming little rascal you are. An offshoot of the Mandragora family, perchance. Poo Poo? Ah, I see. Pleased to meet your acquaintance, Master Poo Poo. Might I inquire as to our current whereabouts? I had but recently reunited with Nashu and Jake, and would greatly appreciate it if you could convey me back to my prior location.
Whee! There he goes.
Splendid! Full speed ahead, my dear fellow! Steady on now. This is not what I had in mind.
Oh, dear. Ow!
My word, you've generated a veritable battalion of identical gentlemen. Surely the world could never safely contain so much pure Mandervillian magnificence. Could you perchance reverse the process?
Oh, that's a big bomb. Oh, dear. I couldn't help but grin, huh? Ah! referencing Louis Swan Liviure's moment. Oh, goodness. Oh, but one of them escaped. So there was a dozen.
Oh, gods, no, not like that!
Mommy! And there we go.
Thus, I have concluded that Master Poo-Poo has no grasp of the common tongue, and his true intentions, while surely peaceable, remain woefully unclear. It was only through frenzied gestures that I managed to direct him back here and have him clean up our Mandeville multiplicity incident.
Poo-poo! I hail poo-poo-poo-poo from a star poo-poo a great distance from here. Poo-poo! I came in search of a friend whose communications halted mid-exploration. So he's saying this. Don't worry about me understanding him. Trust me.
All this way to aid a comrade in distress, you say? The devotion, the determination, your touching story has sunk its hooks into my heart. Fear not, my blue-hued friend, for I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have attached myself to this case like a stubborn barnacle on a kraken's behind.
Ew.
I swear to you, here and now, I shall scour all of creation, from the deepest pits of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the missing comrade that you so desperately seek.
Okay, sure. All right. Poo-poo? I am glad you are here to help ward off any more poo-poo misunderstandings. Nashu? Mr. Poo-Poo's eyes makes me feel dizzy, like swirls that go around and around and around and around. Delian? An entirely new species of alien. The next issue of The Truth will need to be a special double edition. And Hildibrand to wrap up the quest.
Tell me, Shake, how is it that you're able to understand Master Poo-Poo's language?
It's all thanks to Heidelin, although don't ask about what happened to her.
The power of echoes. Ah, you mean persistent repetition. It sounds similar to the Mandeville art of parley.
You're saying you have an extrasensory ability that allows communication with aliens? How fascinating. Yes, most fascinating indeed.
Pending mysteries aside, I am glad indeed to once more be in the company of my faithful assistant and stalwart contemporary both.
All right. Well, he's a cute little guy, isn't he? And we'll figure out what he's up to in the next episode. So, until next time, everybody, take care.